wife gives you a happy life. That's for sure. 100%. So you make sure that your wife, your partner is happy. And by happiness means you have to.
Okay, so I personally disagree with that statement. Happy wife, happy life. To me, that personally sounds a bit like slavery.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to explain yourself?
Yes, go. So, actually, I'll let you go first.
I have a happy wife, happy life. If I'm happy, I'm not causing you no stress in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So then your life is happy. Happy wife, happy life. Keeping your woman happy. It's like that guy that says, just always never tell your woman no. Say yes all the time. Because inevitably, if you're telling me yes, I'm happy. And then therefore I can make your life nice and easy and carefree. And then you'll be happy. Happy wife, happy life.
No, but then to me, that feels like the man is not the leader.
You are leading by making me happy all the time.
Doesn't feel like I'm a leader. If I must always say yes to you, if I obviously as a man, yes, I'm always trying to think about your happiness and promote your happiness and do what I can to make you happy. However, there will be times where there will be clashes where I might feel like something needs to be dealt with a certain way or we need to handle something a certain way. You will feel like it's got to be handled this way. Someone's got to give in. It's supposed to be me every time, because if I say no to what you think is a solution to a issue, then I say no to you. You're not happy. Oh, I've now gone against happy wife, happy life.
Does that not then mean that if you don't agree with something, then we should have a conversation about it?
Of course we should. But then I might, even though we have a conversation, you still stick to your point. I stick to my point. As a man, as the leader, obviously a decision has to be made. And should I go with what I was saying, that's going to make you unhappy, isn't it?
So then you should say yes. Happy wife, happy life.
So then again, am I a leader then? I feel like a slave, mate.
I don't understand how making your wife happy makes you a slave.
There's nothing wrong with that. My point is, when it comes to situations where, as a man, you have to make a decision or you want to do something that you know the wife might have a different viewpoint to.
Can you give an example?
Money.
Okay.
Wife might want to spend X amount of money on a pair of shoes. Oh, but okay, there we go. Actually, money. Wife says, "Oh, I need another pair of boots." Husband says, "But you bought boots last month. Why do you need another pair?" She says, "I just do." Now he says, well, obviously we're trying to save for this, or we're going on a holiday here, blah blah. Obviously that's an expense that's not necessary. So like I disagree with it. She says, "Oh, but they're really cute. They're so I want them." Now, happy wife, happy life states. The man says, "Okay, darling, go buy those shoes," even though it goes against their financial plan of what they're doing. How does that work?
If they're financially planning, then she has a budget for clothes. So if she has a budget for clothes, she shouldn't be asking you whether she can spend money on boots because she already has a budget for clothes. Once the budget's done, the budget's done. You can't buy them boots.
Okay, so
I had this conversation with my cousin the other day, and because she got her hair done or something, and I was like, "Oh, do you budget every month for your hair? Like, what is your budget every month for your hair?" And she was like, "No, I just take my hair money out of my clothes money. This money I just want to buy clothes."
Okay, well, let's say the budget has been has gone. It's been spent.
She's done.
Has been spent, but she really wants those boots, and she knows her husband has not spent his budget. So she's like, can you give me some money from your budget so I can buy these really cute boots that I really need? They're on sale at ABCD.
If you love her, you'll say yes.
Of course, because it's happy wife, happy life. I must always say yes to you, even though maybe I was gonna say that budget for something else. Like it just doesn't, to me, it doesn't make sense. Like
I don't understand why you're saving your monthly spend budget though. It bugs me a little bit.
Because
Like,
men don't really
money
spend.
to spend on yourself that you can then, by extension, spend on me. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I'm not expecting you to, but why wouldn't you? Like, just drop me a honey in it.
Happy, and even in that video that I just played, he said when a woman goes through a mental breakdown, the man should be sympathetic. He should try to be understanding. Now, here's the issue with that, yeah, especially when it comes to you. Role play. What's wrong?
I don't know.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
So for 3 times, you see something is wrong with you, and 3 times I've asked you what is wrong. You were to come to me and say nothing those 3 times. Cool. You stay there and sort that by yourself.
But you should know.
No.
You should.
So happy wife, happy life must stay like me, like an idiot, must ask you 15,000 times what is wrong until you tell me what is wrong.
No, you should stop asking me what's wrong.
Yeah, bro. But then if I don't ask you, then I must just hug you, put my arms around you.
Yeah, because we don't want to answer to us. We don't want to answer to our problems. We don't want to answer to our problems. And this is what I think. This, when the guy says that, yeah, I think what men fail to understand.
What women fail to understand.
No, it's what men fail to understand is when you're like, I have anxiety and depression, yeah. So when I am going through my deepest, darkest moments, there is absolutely, unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing you can say, nothing you can do in that moment that will make me feel better, because mentally it's like having a cold. You can't just give me some Lemsip and the cold will go away. It doesn't work like that. So you know what the problem is. The problem is you're depressed. You don't know I don't know where I got the cold from. I don't know how I became in this hole, but there's nothing you can do right now that's going to make the cold go away. All you can do is give me things and help relieve the symptoms. So if a hug relieves the symptoms of me feeling depressed, that's all you need to do. If you making me a cup of tea relieves a symptom of me feeling depressed, that's all you need to do. You picking me up from work every day relieves the symptoms of anxiety. Even though I still have to get on the bus to a certain point for you to pick me up, it still relieves the symptoms of anxiety. So that's why you do it all the time, right?
What women fail to understand is, as men, even if we know we cannot fix a problem, we know we can't fix a problem then and there, we just simply like to know what is wrong.
But we don't know.
It's the hardest. Give me that.
It's the hardest thing.
You have some sort of. You must have some sort of inclination as to what has gone wrong. What time did it go wrong? Did you wake up like this, like Beyonce said? Like Beyonce said, I woke up like this. Did you wake up like this? Did it happen at 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock? Give me some sort of inclination as to what has happened in your day that has made your mood go from there to there. And it is what it is. Even if I can't fix it, but at least I sort of know. So maybe next time, if I know this could be a daily reoccurring thing. Maybe something on your journey to work. Maybe it's when you're at work. Maybe when you're coming home from work. Maybe it's someone that you talk to. If there's some sort of reoccurring event that I can be aware of, then maybe I can try to help you to avoid that. But women don't see it that way. But this is how men think. So if you simply just give me some sort of idea, what is wrong? When did it go wrong? How did it go wrong? Next time I can try as best as I can to prevent it from happening, if it's within my capability.
You can't prevent depression from happening.
Yeah, I can't. But if I have some sort of idea what might trigger you, then I can try my best to help you avoid those triggers.
In all fairness, until I went through therapy, I didn't even know what the trigger was. So until I went through therapy, I did not know what the trigger was. Because until you actually talk to someone about it, this is why I'm fully an advocate for therapy. Until you actually talk to someone about it, do you then understand, oh, okay, because those words were used, or because I was in that environment, or because I was taking that medication, that's why I felt like that. Until you actually sit down and talk about it, I didn't know.
Mm.
And in all fairness, I am extremely stubborn. So I'm not going to talk to you about it because it's still in my environment.
That's cool. Then I just want to listen.
But
I'll go that way.
you're out of order. But then after speaking to the therapist about it is where you then learn how to vocalize things. Because a lot of the time as well, it's not that you don't want to say something, it's the fact that you don't want to say something and for it to make a situation worse. Because you don't feel depressed right now, I feel depressed. But what I might say might make you depressed or anxious or whatever.
Well, that's the gamble you have to take.
Well, that's a bit unfair, isn't it?
It's not unfair because, again, look, we are a couple. We are here for better or for worse.
Happy wife, happy life.
Nonsense. We're here for better or for worse. So therefore, talk to me and tell me what is wrong. Otherwise, who am I to you?